And also the trees, the fruit is once it looks the sweetness and when there's like color, but if still the land itself on it, the trees are not that good, then it is okay. A question here: what is the rule of taking the Christians to their places of worship or the Jews to their places of worship? You shouldn't, because you are helping them into something wrong. Allah will not be worshipped and accepted in the masjid. It's not there to worship Allah, but to pray for a different Lord, said Allah. Malik was asked, can you see the man? It is permissible to him to work in a church? He said no, because he says the person cannot give himself from the things that are forbidden, and you must sell your house to someone who's going to make it a church, or to give your camel or a horse that is going to be used to take someone to the church. But the exception, if you are forced because of work. I'm not going to take you to be discriminated or be fired, or feeling know the nature of the duty before you accept it. Today Uber, we get an order, you don't know where you're going. You could be going to a club, or you don't know where this is going to, and you are on that side. So if you don't know, except after you take it, some good people, they say, about a while ago we bought a house with the mortgage because of a fatwa that the first house, first car, you can, al-fiqh Hanifa and all that stuff. But after a while, after we looked into the matters and we discovered that this fatwa is not accurate, and we already got engaged to buy a house. So how do we get out of that contract? We tell the person, alhamdulillah for your concern, the repentance for someone who bought a house in riba. I will give you the exact verdict. The decision is whoever bought a house in riba and he knew that is forbidden, from the complete repentance, he will refinance it through an Islamic entity, or to do his best to increase his payment as much as he can to reduce the time, and that will eliminate the interest. Yeah, $1,000. If you bid 10, 15, the 100 will be 90. So you paid on 10, whatever you already paid for, or to sell the house and to pay it back without damage that he can't. If he sells his house right now, he's gonna have big loss. That's that he will never bought and he knows it's forbidden. But those who did not know, or who taken he said somebody made the fatwa, then nothing wrong what he used, because Allah said whoever came with that advice from his Lord and he stopped, then he gets what he had before, and his matter is to Allah. And do his best to increase the money or to refinance. Ameen. Another question. In the United States, they have shops that check cashing for those who will take the money without going to the bank. Because they have an account in the bank. So they take a percentage. So what is the story? It has two versions. The first one, the check is delayed. Some companies give you a check where you cannot pay until 2 or 3 weeks pass. So they go to companies that they buy this loan with something less. They'll give you 1,000, they give 900, 80, 85. So he bought the debt less. The currency, if they are different, once I said sell any way you want, it was yet been owned immediately. So a dollar, then there must be the equality and to hold. Dollar by euro, then you have to have the hold of the value. If someone told me what is the replacement to you have to like another solution beside to sell the debt with less. There is another form. Someone didn't have a bank account, or he is illegal, or he didn't have time to go to the bank and stand online. So a person will tell, oh, well, you give me $10, $50, as for the time and the effort. If there's no loan in it of financing, then could be from the currencies that is accepted. Any interest for loan, it is forbidden. Commission for a service, Ameen, Allahumma Ameen. Someone's asking, I had a sum of money, and before 1 year passed, I paid it to an Islamic to invest it in, and they still have it till now. But I took from it a part, I paid it to buy a house, and that was after the 1 year passed by, or already 1 year. The rule: there's no zakah on amount until it reaches its minimum, and until reach the 1 year. If those two apply, then you have to pay the zakah. From the minimum for the gold is 85, 585 of grams of silver. So if you have money that's equal to one of the value of one of these, then it is obligated only to pay the zakah. So if the money you're talking about reach the minimum and already been, then you have to pay zakah. And I think you're in that situation because you pulled that money and you bought whatever after a month. If it's like that, then it is obligatory to pay the money. To work in insurance company on the houses. Again, we go back to the commercial technique is wrong. The exception with the rules allowed, or if it's part of a different contract, or like there's a measure, this is like a medicine. So what is allowed? You can work on it. So work in the medical part of the of insurance, it is allowed. What is allowed that you use with it as a contract, then you can work in this institutions as so it looks at the contract to begin with. What is allowed? Inshallah, stop inshallah tonight. Inshallah, continue next time.